Yeah, can do.
I'm very happy that you're here because I'm happy to see some friendly faces. Grace, you ready? A little bit different to what I saw you a minute ago. No, completely out of the plan.
Can't see those text in the way. Hang on. No, they're in it, but they're not too bad.
Afterwards, can I look out for a group photo? Because he didn't.
They've all got to go first, yeah. Well, you're in Harry Potter? Oh, me too. What house would you be in? Any of them? Which one, sorry? Yeah. Oh, me too. Just trying to bring it. I get a lot of that, I think. Oh, you're perfect. See, my chair is about to want to broomstick. Thing two. Going to hold two. We'll find a way. Yeah, maybe three. Millions? What was I like Leo? Yeah. Okay, I've got two. As long as I get to go a little out with it. Okay, fine. Oh, that's not why I didn't have that. I went in. I've got the glasses covered. I just need to break the scarf. So I can't how you want to relate.
Ready? We've got everybody? Yes. Here? Yeah. Good? Good? Okay. Okay, welcome everybody to a very different graduation this year, but we're really, really pleased. We had to cancel all events this year, and this is the only one that we were really hoping we could go ahead with. We've got most of our graduates here this year, but we'll still call out names of those that are not with us today for various reasons. And we've got one member of most of your families here today, and then we're attempting to stream it so that people can see at home, and also all of your friends in classrooms watching as well. So to start us off this year, we always get a superstar to come along and start our graduation. And this year we've got two-time Paralympian Louise, who is also one of our trustees, but most of you know because she's also done quite a lot of sports working with you and Rachel over the recent years. So I'll hand you over to Louise.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me, guys. Yeah, apologies to those of you who might have heard some of this before. Just pretend you haven't, guys, right? I can see your faces out there. Also, you look so smart. I haven't seen you. I'm used to seeing you guys in sports gear, so I'm loving seeing you all dressed up. But first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. When Tina and Rachel asked me to come, I was over the moon because I've missed you all. But I'm supposed to be here again this year, delivering some more activities to you. But as Tina said, unfortunately can't. Hopefully next year we'll be back to normal. But as Tina said, my name is Louise, for those of you who don't know, and I'm a wheelchair tennis player and two-time Paralympian. And I just was going to tell you a little bit about my story today and how I've got to where I have, some of the barriers I've faced. But what I did think was some of you may not have seen wheelchair tennis before, so I've got a clip for you. I've actually picked my favourite wheelchair tennis clip ever. It's from Wimbledon a few years ago, and it's pretty cool. By the way, please don't think that I've got the skills to do this. So if you can watch this guy here in the bottom right hand corner, this is the reason I love this clip. Whoa! Yeah. We get a replay in a minute so you can see a close-up of how skillful he is. So Gustavo is the guy that just pulled off that insane skill, is this guy here. He's actually from Argentina, but as you can see, he flipped out of his chair, hit a volley as a handstand, and not only that, he went on to win the point, as you all saw. But that's just a little clip to give you a bit of a flavour of what our sport is all about. But what I'm going to do now is take you back to the very start of my journey. So I started taking part in loads of sports actually when I was just 5 years old. And that was when I just started playing tennis with my family. Just any sport I've got an older brother, any sport he did, I just had to go at. And tennis happened to be one of those that my family used to play. And my family half the time they forget I'm in a chair, which is entertaining when they walk up steps and leave me at the bottom and forget I'm even there. But I just tried everything, and my parents sort of started to see that I had this really competitive bug in me. So they had like a bit of a look around to see like what disability sports were. Like I was born with spina bifida. I was a bit of a surprise, I call it. They had no idea I was going to be born with a disability. I was the first disabled person in my family, so they didn't have much knowledge really of what opportunities were out there. But they found out about this really cool place called Stoke Mandeville. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it, but it's actually where the Paralympics started, like years and years ago. But it's a rehabilitation hospital attached to a sports centre where you can try every disability sport on the planet. It's so much fun. And as a 5-year-old going there, I had the best time of my life. And I tried everything from fencing to rugby to basketball, swimming. The list was endless. And there were 2 sports that really captured my heart. And one was wheelchair tennis. The other one was wheelchair racing. I did both of those sports for a long time alongside each other. And I did quite well at racing. I competed in the London Mini Marathon, and I won seven of those in 7 years in a row, which is still a world record. I check every year, but so far, so good. But tennis was the one that actually captured me more, and I enjoyed more. And I was really fortunate in 2008, when it was the Beijing Paralympics, that I was selected to go to the games, not as part of the team. I definitely wasn't good enough then. I went with the development squad to experience the Paralympic Games. So they take athletes to every Olympics and Paralympics who they feel have got the ability to qualify for the next one. So it's to give you experience, give you a bit of drive, hopefully. And that's exactly what it did for me. And I came home and I was like, I really want to be a Paralympian. I remember sitting in that stadium and looking at all the athletes coming out, and it was amazing. But all I felt like was, I want to be there. I don't want to be sat watching. So I came home and was like, right, what do I need to do? First thing I had to do was make a choice to give up a sport, because obviously to be a professional athlete takes a lot of time. So I had to pick one thing. And I went against what everyone expected me to do, and I chose tennis. As I said to you, I was doing quite well at racing, but truthfully, I didn't love it that much. Some of the best advice I've ever been given, guys, is success is waking up every day and doing something you love. And I may have been better at racing, but I didn't love it. I might not have been good at tennis, but I loved it. Anyone not a morning person like me, you're lucky it's later in the morning, guys. Some of you sleep in the morning, not good, right? Not good. But I would get up before school and practice tennis. That's how much I loved it. So I came home from Beijing, I worked super hard, I got together a full-time programme, which I fitted in alongside my college and university, which was a hectic schedule, I can tell you now. And I trained, so if you think about your normal school day, you guys are probably here from like 9 to 3-ish, something like that, is that about right? Yeah. That's when we train. So training to be an athlete is a full-time schedule. And I was like, 2012, that's the one I'm going to go for. Now, to get to the Paralympics in wheelchair tennis, in the women's division, you have to be ranked inside the top 22 in the world. So you have to be one of the best in the top 22 worldwide. Now that year, I was doing quite well. I was ranked about 18, 19, so I was in that bottom group of athletes. But I was in that 22. And 3 weeks before qualifying, I dropped to 23 in the world. So I was one place out. All those years of hard work, and I dropped one place. No fault of my own. Other athletes around the world were competing in tournaments. They'd done really well. They'd overtaken me. I had one event left, which was the Israel Open, and I had worked out, I don't know why I did this to myself, before I left, that I had to win it to qualify, because there were other people there trying to do the same thing as me. This tournament, I'd never won a tournament at that level before, and I'd never beaten the players ranked above me, so I went in seeded 3, so I was ranked the 3rd best person there. I'd never beaten the other 2. And the good news is it kind of gives it away. I did beat them, I did win the tournament, and I qualified at 18 in the world for my first Paralympic Games. Now, for me, London was about getting there. Now, it's not to say I didn't compete, to try my best. I wanted to win, that's why we're all there, right? I wanted to win, but I knew I wasn't a medal contender. The goal for London was to get there, and that was good enough. I wanted the kit, I wanted to be in the ceremony, and I wanted to compete at games in my own country. I don't know if you spotted me yet, but I was quite lucky because our flag bearer was a tennis player, which meant the tennis team had to be at the front. And I'm just over there at the front, smiling in that direction. I've got another picture for you here. Have it clearer. There. I had the time of my life. So much so, here's an embarrassing story for you. I think for a moment I forgot what was going on. I think I was on Miss Congeniality or something. At one point, was so excited waving that I overtook Pete, the flag bearer, went into the country in front, and Pete was like, Lou, this is the GP. I was like, oh. I had to reverse back and rejoin my team. I was that excited, I lost all kind of awareness of what was going on around me. Because I can't explain to you, I don't know if any of you have seen a Paralympic or Olympic ceremony on TV. It's really long. And all those hours, we have to wait to come in. I remember hearing all the countries coming in and all the claps. And I can't explain to you the difference when we came in. 80,000 people cheering for us. And that was the coolest thing about competing in a Paralympic Games in our own country. Because everyone was cheering for us. And it was like the whole stadium was going to erupt. It was amazing. I also competed in Rio. And the great news about that is it's a little bit less stressful. I qualified at 10 in the world. And I actually, to qualify for London, I played 20 tournaments. For Rio, I actually only played 10. So I played 10, qualified, must have been my lucky number that year. Qualified at 10 in the world, played 10 tournaments. And that was a really nice big sign of progress, because London was about getting there, Rio was about competing. And that's what I did. I still don't have a medal. It's pretty tough in our sport. There's 32 women in our division, 3 medals available. But that's not to say I won't hopefully get one in Tokyo, if it happens. So I'm obviously in a bit of a strange time in my career at the moment, because I don't know if you guys saw, but Tokyo has been moved to next year. So the Olympics and Paralympics have been delayed by a whole year. And the tennis tour hasn't even been confirmed really when it's going to come back yet. So our tour consists of 180 tournaments around the world. So in all the tournaments I play, I only play 3 or 4 in this country. So it's a big thing to bring back in this complicated time, isn't it? You can probably imagine that's quite a logistical nightmare. But at the moment, I'm planning to hopefully compete if I can qualify again for Tokyo next year. What I did want to talk to you guys about before I go is a couple of things that I'm doing outside of my sport. And the reason being, it kind of links to what I did with some of the sports leaders I've got here today. But people always ask me, well, what's your biggest motivator? You know, what's the thing that gets you out of bed in the morning to train hard and be the best athlete you can be? And for me, the answer is always really easy, because I've never been money-driven, fame-driven. I love travelling, that's a bonus. For me, it is all about surprising myself and others and breaking down barriers. I can't explain to you how frustrated I get. Never brings that with me, I'll bore you to death, I promise you. I can't tell how frustrated I get when someone tells me I can't do something, because they look at me and say, well, how you can't do that? I'm thinking, well, watch me then. It's got me into trouble for. At one point I ended up living skydive because someone said I couldn't do it. So I was like, right, so please don't challenge me to anything else, because it's getting quite tiring. But that was a cool experience, I'm not doing it again. But that's my biggest motivator, and what I really like to do is use my sport as a platform to do other things. So I'm going to retire after Tokyo if it goes ahead. And I really want to continue the work I'm doing. So this photo is actually from a school I visited, delivering the same programme I delivered to some of you guys here, which, by the way, this school smashed. We had so much fun, come on, we had fun, right? And it was incredible. So do you know what these guys did? How many were in your group, about 10?
Yeah, I think
10? Yeah, so there were 10 of the students here, and they delivered a sports day. Do you remember this? Sports day, yeah?
I remember that.
To some primary school children that came down. I tell you what, it's the easiest day of work in my life. I did nothing. Because you guys were just, I remember me and Rachel sat back going, please have a cup of tea, because you're amazing, amazing. And then that whole point is with this programme is teaching young people to, it's using sport as a tool. So I'm not here to, unless you want to be an elite athlete, like Karen, I don't know that Brody's been fly swatted with his tennis racket, which is, I'd like the multiple use of a racket. I might have to try that at home. But I'm not here, the programme is not about, turning people into athletes or anything like that. It's about using sport as a tool to help with skills like confidence, teamwork, communication, And that's one of the things I love the most about being an athlete. I get to kind of use that experience. In this time, because I haven't been able to do talks and things like this, and obviously I haven't been winning prize money, which obviously is a big source of my income. I've got another job, which is just part-time, working with an organisation helping people with disabilities get active again following lockdown, which is a super cool project, because many people with disabilities weren't active before this, and now it's maybe it's made it a bit harder. So something else I'm doing. But the thing I really wanted to leave you with, which has changed since I saw some of you guys last year, is I'm working with a charity which helps people with mental health issues and learning disabilities to find employment. But a part of that role is I've ended up with this little guy. So this is Milo, everyone. And he's 9 months old. And the reason he's cute, right? He's cute. And the reason I'm showing you this is another role that I've suddenly gained in the past few months is Milo's going to be a therapy dog, and I've ended up as his mummy. So I'm currently training Milo to be a therapy dog. So I have a new string to my bow, as you might say.
Milo can come here because we already have 2 therapy dogs that work with us here.
I love being here so much.
They're still training. Trolley is Mag's still training.
Not in a because it's not so.
That's the problem I'm having.
Yeah.
So now it's all on me. So any advice would be great, because we can stop eating my stuff. That would be great. So this is a little role that I've kind of undertaken, but I tell you what, it's made my lockdown just so busy, because you just got eyes on him all the time. So yeah, hopefully I can bring him along. I actually thought I'd bring him today, but he's still very little, so I'll just wait till he's not going to nick all your shoes, because he will. But I just want to wrap up with, first of all, a massive thank you for having me. I love this school so much. I've had so many amazing fun days with all of you, not just delivering different activities and the programme and sports days, and it was such an honour to be asked to be a trustee last year. It's just amazing, and it's just lovely to see you all. So thanks for letting me be part of your special day. I really, really wish you all the best of luck with whatever you want to do. Just one little bit of advice from me is, I always feel like when you move on to another chapter, just try stuff, right? There's no such thing as failure, as getting things wrong, but you don't know what you want to do until you try lots of things, right? It's an opportunity to learn. So get out, have a bit of a rest first, you've all worked really hard, but get out there, try some stuff, but good luck with whatever you want to do. Just keep believing in yourself. You're so capable of whatever you want to achieve, all of you. I've got to work with majority of you in this room. And honestly, it's been a pleasure, but also well done on all your hard work. Huge congratulations on graduating. I feel like I'm in Harry Potter, you all look so smart. I'm not used to it, because you're really even just one. You just need one next year.
One, okay. We'll get one.
But seriously guys, congratulations, well done, and the best of luck for everything you do in the future. I know you'll all smash it, and thank you for having me.
Okay, we've all been in here quite a while and everybody's being amazing, so let's get on with handing out all of your certificates and photographs and things, okay? So what I'm going to do is call your names up one at a time, and those that are at home shielding or not able to be here today will still call out their details so that we can still celebrate with them, and hopefully they'll come in a few months' time and have their photographs taken so that we can sort of fit them in with all of your photographs. So, the first person to come up is Alex. So Alex has achieved his employability skills. He has done some amazing work experience. He's been to Sainsbury's, Hope Nature Centre, as well as the shop and cafe and reception here. Super smart in his Sainsbury's uniform. And he's looking at what he would want to do next. He's hoping to join the charity Swallow and to work in the community cafe. So well done to Alex. We've got your certificates, and we've got, maybe stick the photos on in here. So, is it all the photographs on there? Yeah? Okay. There you go, Alex. So we can't do the usual shaking hands, but another round of applause for Alex. And of course, in terms of destinations, I mean, we've coped amazingly well the last few months. The students have taken us through it. Everybody has been absolutely super. But in terms of securing those destinations, this last term is key for us to get those employment opportunities. And so, you know, we are disappointed, but, you know, we'll make sure we continue giving that support for those leavers to make sure that they secure that work that they want to do next. So the next person who's not here today is Alana, and she achieved her certificate in employability skills as well as the award, and she got a maths. She was working in Palmer Gardens, Hope Nature Centre, the shop and cafe and reception here, and she's moving on to our Steps to Independence programme, and as well as carrying on with her work at Hope Nature Centre. So she's very much focused on moving into that supported living. So that's Alana. Ashley Robbins, our entrepreneur, who got his employability skills award and certificate, his maths and his speaking and listening. He was paid work at Hope Nature Centre as well as working in the shop and cafe and reception here. And he wants to work in retail and wants to continue sort of working in that hospitality sector. So he'll work with Wiltshire Employment and Skills team to secure that paid employment when all the sort of retail and cafe outlets are up and running properly. So well done. Rosie.
Oh, it's me.
Good to see you back, Rosie. You've got your employability certificate and award, and Louise is already talking about how amazing you are as a sports leader. You've got your maths, and your work experience has just absolutely been extensive with the shop and cafe here. You've worked at Wainwright's, Hope Nature Centre, Church Farm Meets, Centre Park, Cycle Hire team. So you've had a really, really good broad experience working. And you want to work building maintenance or farming, that's what you're hoping to do. And you're working with West to get you some support to get you
they rung me yesterday, I think.
Yeah, they've got some opportunities.
Yeah, they're thinking about, I think after like Christmas though.
Yeah, they've got various employers lined up, but they're just waiting for them all to get sort of back to normal, aren't they? So Brodie, well done.
Thank you.
Such a and Devon, who was going to be here today, but broke his ankle here 2 weeks ago. Is his surgery today? So even with that, he would have been here, but he's scheduled for his surgery today. Simply kicking a ball around. It was something as simple as that. So we're really sad Devon's not here today. Again, he got his employability award and certificate, his maths, his writing, his speaking and listening, and also worked really extensively outside of college, the usual work experience opportunities, but Wainwright's, Palmer Gardens, Hope Nature Centre, and Centre Park as a kitchen steward, which is really what he wants. He wants to carry on working at Centre Park, so we've got huge hopes for Devon to secure that work and every confidence in him. So. Who do we have next? We have Grace. So it's good to see you today, Grace. She's got her award and certificate in employability skills, and again, another one of your sports leaders, isn't she, Louise?
Oh, wow.
Working here, working across at Hope Nature Centre, and she's secured a place at Project Search on a supported internship, working with Bath College and Virgin Care for, we don't know if it's a September start yet at the moment, do we? But you've certainly got your place on there, and much deserved, Grace. So well done. shop, cafe, reception here, working across at Hope Nature Centre. And you are going to do some work at Thorngrove Garden Centre, which is for the National Trust, as well as work for the local church. Is that right?
Yeah.
So well done, Joseph. Now it's you, Joe. Oh, yeah, Joseph. Want to come and see your pictures? Yeah. Yeah? Want to turn round? Here you go. Can you see your pictures? Want to hold them? Yeah. So, Joseph has got his certificate and award in certificate in using employability skills and his award. And Joseph's been doing some work at Palmer Gardens, and he's moving across to the STEPS programme full time in September, so that he can continue with those skills to learn to live more independently and also to for some work as well. Okay. All the best plans, they've all gone out of order.
You know you're good to have a paper.
Yeah, you could
Joe.
have a paper collecting now.
So Joe has also got a certificate and award in employability, another one of our sports leaders. Our actor as well, you'll see him featuring in many of our video clips. And he's also got his maths. Worked here, shop, cafe, reception, Palmer Gardens and Hope Nature Centre. And Palmer Gardens as well, yeah, Palmer Gardens as well. And hoping to move on to the STEPS programme, aren't you, in September? Fingers crossed, we're just waiting to hear, aren't we? So well done, Joe. Very wow. Katie's got a huge heavy envelope here. Come on, Katie. So Katie has her certificate and award in employability, her English reading, her English speaking and listening. Working here in the shop, cafe, reception, Wainwright's Quarry, and also at Hope Nature Centre. Katie's going to work with the Workshop Employment Skills team because you're hoping to get some work in the cafe in Warminster, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is when it's open and back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm intrigued. What's in the big heavy envelope? Do you know? No. We'll wait and have a look afterwards. Shall I put it on there?
Thank you.
Thank you. Kaylee.
Thank you.
Kaylee has her employability award and certificate and her English reading, speaking and listening. She's been working in Tesco's in the clothing department as well as Hope Nature Centre and her work experience here. So you're looking to go to Bath College in September, aren't you, to carry on with your studies?
Yeah, that's what we
You're going to go to the Radstock
Yeah.
one. And Summer Valley,
Yeah, Bath on Valley campus.
Bath Summer Valley campus. So well done, Kaylee. Right, next we have Megan. So Megan has got her award and certificate in employability skills, her English, entry 1, her speaking and listening, her reading and her maths. And she's been working as well as in the shop and cafe on reception. She's been to Palmer Gardens, Hope Nature Centre, and working at Not Just Pets Improve. So Megan is also moving on to the Steps for Independence programme in September so that she can learn those skills to move on and get her own place That's right, isn't it, Megan?
Yeah, that's right.
Well done, Megan. So again, we've got no Phoebe today. She was just too anxious to come in today. So Phoebe has her award and certificate in employability skills, her English and her maths. She's been working here at Palmer Gardens, in Trowbridge Library and Hope Nature Centre, and she's also moving on to the Steps to Independence programme in September. So we get to see her all over again. Reese. Here you go, Reese. To hold your pictures. Shall I just put your phone? Reese has his certificate and award in employability, and again worked really extensively here in the shop cafe and at reception at Hope Nature Centre, Wainwright's Quarry, Warminster Rockery, Palmer Gardens, and All Instruments in Westbury. So a huge work experience, Reese. And Reese is moving on to our Steps to Independence programme so that he can secure those skills to live more independently as well. So there we go, Reese. We have Sky, who's not here today. Sky has her award and certificate in employability, her English, speaking and listening, her maths, and again has worked really extensively here at the Shop Cafe Reception, White Horse Equestrian Centre, Hope Nature Centre, and also Sodexo. And that's really what she wants to do next. She enjoys the work she did with Sodexo, cleaning, and is hoping to secure that work cleaning in September. So Tayana has her certificate and award in employability, her maths and her English, and again worked really extensively outside of the college, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have worked at Greatwood Stables, at Hope Nature Centre, Tesco's, and also at Centre Parks in the restaurants there. So Tayana is moving on to the Building Bridges programme and also hoping to carry on with your maths and English.
Yes.
Yeah, so well done, Tayana.
Thank you.
Tom. Manage. That's it. Got it. So Tom has his personal progress and his award in employability and has been working at Palmer Gardens. And Tom has a package secure. He's going to carry on his work in Palmer Gardens in September, and also a social care package put together. So well done, Tom. Well done, Tom. We are nearly there. So. Next we have we've run out. Who have we got left? That's why. Because we've actually got Brandon next. But Brandon graduated last year, but he came back and did a little bit of extra time with us, along with Kai as well. So they're not here, and they've already done their graduation. So we've just got those to give to them their latest pictures. So that's it in terms of those that are graduating today. I'm just going to hand over to Martin, who's our Chair of Trustees, to say a few words.
over, but this is the first time I've been back to the college since March. I'm delighted to be back. I'm delighted to come to this sort of graduation again today, as I have done for the last 2 or 3 years. So it gives me great pleasure as well to add to the thanks that Tina's given to Louise for a wonderful presentation, and also you can see why when she approached, or we approached her last year to be a trustee of the college, we said, yes please, we would like to have you join us on the trust board, and she's contributed enormously in the last 12 months. I've been listening to Louise. It also reminds me, I've got some sort of close family friends who've actually been on the same sort of journey as Louise to the Olympics. In some cases, not to the Olympics. A family friend who I know since she was a little girl, mad keen hockey player, represented Great Britain and England when she was a schoolgirl, went on to play for Great Britain, I think 260 times, but didn't make the final squad for the Beijing Olympics. Very disappointed on that. Was a reserve right up until the holding camp the month before, then came back. Exactly the same happened in London, sort of 4 years later. Didn't make the final 15 or 16. And the final disappointment was the third Olympics in Rio, which she again didn't make. All the time that was happening, she was dating and eventually sort of a partner and now married to her husband, who was also an Olympic hockey player, went on to captain Great Britain and represent them for a record 475 times. He's played in 4 Olympics, so it's, as Louise said, it's not just about the successes and the achievements, it's about the journey you make and have made, overcoming some of the difficulties along the way. And in the last 4 months, you've had some enormous difficulties and challenges to make, but you have actually overcome those and arrived at today. You graduated, and I think it shows to me and to everyone else that you can succeed, you will succeed, and it's testament to all your hard work and to the support from the college and everyone that's been around you for the last few years you've been here. The journey you've made and the journey you will continue to make, and I'm convinced that you will be successful for that journey. So congratulations to you all, and thank you to Louise again. Thank you.
While you're all here, we've got a couple of extra things to give out today. Fairfield is an amazing place to be as a student, but it's also an amazing place to be as a member of staff. We've got an absolutely fantastic team here and across at Hope Nature Centre that support our students in the houses and all of the commercial areas that we've got. Everybody's focus here that works here is about the students. And the students are literally what make our jobs worthwhile. But we've got a couple of members of staff that have been here nearly 15 years now. And the first one is not with us today because she's been shielding. Her husband's been very, very poorly and she's been caring for him and she's shielding. And that's Ellen. On October the 27th, she'll have been here 15 years, and she is also going to retire. So we just wanted to give Ellen a token of our thanks from the charity and to wish her well into her retirement and hope that she's going to be able to pop in and see us soon. So that's Ellen. The next is Pat. Coming up. You've been here 30 years on the 30th.
30?
15 years. Nobody will guess. I won't know you are. If they didn't know, they wouldn't. 30th of August, you've been here 15 years. Correct. So that's just a little token of our thanks for all of your hard work, you know, for students and residents over the last 15 years. Thank you, Pat. You've worked in the houses, you've worked in the college, and been through all the changes that the college has been through over the years. So So thank you for all
Thank
your
you.
And lastly, before you all go, we've got Claire, come on down.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
No,
It gives me great pleasure to actually give a presentation to Claire. Claire is our HR director. Yeah, I think that would be very useful, Claire. Thank you. Claire's leaving us today. And,
Not today, not till August, Martin.
not till August.
We've
no,
got
sorry.
a bit more work to get out of her.
Yeah. She's working through to the end of August, but she then moves on. Claire's been with us now for over 5 years. She started more or less the same time as Tina. In fact, I think Tina appointed. Did you appoint
Yeah.
Claire? As the HR manager and assistant help in the HR team at the time. We're quite a small college then, only about 35, 37 students, and a much smaller organisation. In the 5 years, Claire then moved on to be the head of HR, and eventually, about 3 years ago, we appointed her as HR director to the leadership team, because we considered that HR, in an expanding organisation, needed that kind of significant of management and leadership. And in the 5 years that Claire's been here, that journey has been enormous. She's been helping and been part of the transformation that has made this college what it is today. We've expanded, we've got hope, we've got 114 students next year, and along with the rest of the leadership team, she's done a fantastic job in ensuring that we have got a appropriately qualified workforce, a workforce which is in the right place, doing the right jobs with the right qualifications and the right contracts. It's an enormous job, and Claire's done it really, really well. We're really sad to see her go. She's decided it's time to move on. She started her own business before she came here. I'm not sure whether she's going to go back to that or whether go to full-time employment.
No, a bit of business.
Do a bit of her own business again. So, on behalf of the Trust Board and for everyone else here as well today and the staff, congratulations and thank you very much for a fantastic job. We will all miss your wonderful smile, your lively personality. When you know when Claire is around, and we will all miss that. And so congratulations, well done, and thank you very much for everything you've done.
Thank you.
This is what students have been working on to make the... I don't know if anybody in here has been making this.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Oh look. Oh, it's a chicken. Oh my gosh, that's lovely. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you everybody for coming. I'm so pleased that you're all able to come today. I think that would have been the final straw to have not been able to at least have graduation. It really is a special time. The graduates, we need you back outside for one more photograph. So you're going to go out that door. But if you could just say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye to the camera before you go. Off you go. Thank you.